If your IT company provides your security advisor, I want you to ask one question. Who are they actually working for? I'll tell you why I'm asking. Last week, a company reached out to me asking if I'd resell their security tools to my clients for a cut of the sale. My LinkedIn profile says, in plain words, I sell no tools, I take no commissions. They asked anyway. That message isn't strange. That message is this industry working exactly the way it was built to work. Because in most of small business cybersecurity, the person advising you on what you need and the person who profits when you buy it are supposed to be the same person. Most owners never notice because that person is wearing a strategist title. If you've brought someone in to advise you on your small business cybersecurity, you probably assume you're getting independent guidance. Someone senior, looking at your whole picture, telling you what you actually need. Here's the part that almost never makes it into the proposal. When that advisor works inside the same IT company that also sells you the tools, the strategy and the sales quota are the same job. This isn't about dishonest people. Most of them are genuinely skilled at what they do. It's about how this role is designed. When the job is built around revenue, the advice bends toward revenue, whether anyone means it or not. But you don't have to take my word for it. The job descriptions say the quiet part out loud. This is the job description for the person who is supposed to be giving you independent cybersecurity. And then, just last week, this landed in my inbox. A reseller pitching me to sell their tools to my clients. My profile says I don't do that. They assumed I would anyway, because in this industry, the working assumption is that everyone has a tool to sell. And most of the time, they're right. Here's what this means for your bottom line. When the advice and the product come from the same IT company, every recommendation carries a second motive you can't see. You get told you need something. You can't tell whether you actually need it or whether they're the ones actually selling it. The roadmap and the price list are the same document, and you're reading both at once without knowing it. That's why a small business ends up with a security stack that grows every year and a real vulnerability that never gets fixed, because the real vulnerability didn't have a product attached to it. Nobody made money solving that one, so it just kind of stayed on the list. Now, if you have an IT company you like, I'm not telling you to fire anyone. IT company is genuinely good at execution, running the tools, patching the systems, keeping your environment healthy. That work is real and you want it done well. The problem is asking one company to both sell you the tools and be the independent voice that says whether you need them. Those two jobs fight each other inside the same building. A good IT company should actually want an independent strategist in the room because it takes the conflicted hat off their head and lets them focus on the execution they built for. Independence isn't anti-IT company. It's the thing that makes the whole relationship honest. Back to that message in my inbox, which I just ignored. Not because selling software is wrong, it's not. People build good businesses doing it. I ignored it because the minute I take a commission on what you buy, I lose the one thing that actually matters. I can't tell you you're overspending. I can't tell you that you don't need something. I can't tell you the thing that you should actually fix has no product attached to it. The independence isn't a personality trait. It's the product. Here's one thing you can do this week that costs you nothing. Ask the person who advises you on your small business cybersecurity one plain question. Do you make more money off the tools if I buy more? Then watch how they answer. If the honest answer is yes, you don't have an advisor. You have a vendor with a strategist title. That's a fine thing to have, as long as you know which one of the hats you're talking to. If you want a second voice in the room that has nothing to sell either way, that's what the assessment call is for. The link is below. I'm John Barker. I sell no tools and take no commissions. So when I tell you to buy something or not to, I've got nothing writing on your answer. Be a titan over your tech.